Hi, I am Dr. Abraham Skalo. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining me once again today. Today I'm going to be looking at despair and discouragement. I want to look at what causes people to be discouraged, especially these days, and also I want to propose some solutions to overcoming those feelings of despair and discouragement. Now, if we look at what is happening the world all over, we realize that there is a crisis that has come, and it is almost like a dark cloud covering the entire globe. We realize that the prices of food, the prices of basic items such as food and fuel are skyrocketing as inflation rises all over the world. And therefore, this means that there is less purchasing power. Families or individuals and families can no longer afford the lifestyle that they used to afford before. So more and more people are beginning to become poor in life. On top of that, certain companies are beginning to lay off employees. In fact, there's a word out that overseas the tech giants are laying off employees, and that is causing the problem to become worse. It is just exacerbating the whole issue of unemployment, and therefore other businesses as well, maybe your small and medium enterprises, they are also finding it difficult to survive, and some of them, or most of them in fact, may find it difficult to survive during this time. So this may indeed cause people to start becoming frustrated. It may cause people to start becoming disappointed with the way things have turned out when they realize that their dreams and their goals they can no longer achieve. They may start to become depressed, and they may start to have those feelings of despair and discouragement. So I want to propose an answer, to counter those feelings. And I believe that at this moment, what is needed, it is a high degree of resourcefulness and adaptability. There is a saying that, it is good to have resilience in life, and it is also good to be tough in life. But I believe that we all realize that the world is changing, and therefore the rules of engagement have also changed. So we can no longer approach this changing world with the same approach that we had, to the way things were previously. And I believe that if we stick it out and just say that no, things will turn, the tide will turn, and things will get better, sometimes we might find that we'll be swept away, and we might find that we'll not survive. But what is needed here are people who will go deep within themselves, inside, and to start to look for a silver lining. Even in this current crisis, there's always a silver lining. We need to find people who will identify opportunities that they can pursue, that will create for them the ability to create income and to create wealth. I believe that this is an opportunity to have a great wealth transfer in the world, and that certain people who did not have money and who did not have wealth may in fact find themselves coming out of this disaster having great amounts of riches and great amounts of wealth, simply by being resourceful and by looking for innovative ideas and solutions to the current problems that the world is finding itself in. So that is the one factor to consider in life, that always as one industry comes to the end of its life, from its ashes will rise another industry. So we must not always despair because things have become difficult, and that we realize that the way we used to do things is no longer working. Sometimes it may be difficult for a while, but if we are able to adapt to whatever is happening, and if we can find a solution that will enable us to succeed and that will enable our families also to succeed, we might find that in fact at the end we'll come out better. So that is the way that I would propose that we can deal with those feelings of despair and with those feelings of discouragement, by truly being resourceful and by truly adapting to an ever-changing world. Remember that you need new tools of engagement. You can no longer use the old tools that you have in your toolbox. You need to look for new tools, and you start to engage the world in a different way. You have to have a completely different outlook of the world than the one that you had before. Maybe before you may have never ever thought of going into business, but maybe now is the time for you to consider maybe going into business and doing other things that you never anticipated that you would do in your life. But because of the situation has changed and times have changed, and the times in which we live in today call for people who are resourceful, you also need to find yourself being resourceful. And that is the only way in which most people will survive this crisis that the world is facing. I hope that this video is informative and that it will help someone out there. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. My channel is called Skalo Khumalo. You can also catch me on Facebook, and you can also catch me on TikTok. Let me thank you for joining me once again today. I hope you will join me next week again for an interesting topic. Thank you so much.